That hurts.
Every time I... Oh, he got hit by the shield as well.
Failed the dodge as well, I bet. Again, getting cooked up a little bit here by BZM.
He has spells up, he's using it. 30 CS, 11 denies for the Pangolier compared to the 18 and 2. Yeah. This is a puck that got picked into the Pango, and yeah, BZM is doing crazy well here. Of course, don't forget that this matchup often is dictated by what hero comes into the matchup, right? A melee hero can farm quite
running
nicely.
into the aggression here. He might be paying the price. He's set on fire. He's being beaten down. Whisper looking for the chase, but Ari gets the damage, gets the kill. Januel healing up with all of these wisps upon him. It's going to be difficult to take him down, but they do have the Bloodstone, and now with Nature's Attendance comes to an end, Ari will be able to secure himself a double kill. OG tearing it up in the top lane.
Yeah, collapsing the map. That's what you expect to see from OG. And this only works because Tomato was able to then, you know, farm up the medium camp below, right? Like, he doesn't go, sorry, the hard camp. He doesn't opt to farm the lane, doesn't put himself in a vulnerable position, and that gives OG the life to bring heroes top. Like, that one move, top towers, I'm half HP. They've used the first catapult of the game to progress as much as they can. Now Tim's going to be using the Twin Gate, TPing up himself.
Yeah, Blacklist looking to respond, but they've got nothing to respond to, really. OG are kind of just leaving. Whisper and this maybe could be an option here. He goes for this
Radiant
Lotus.
scan though, so he runs away. Yeah. And the reason why this is uncomfortable is like you want your puck to hit 6, bring supports mid, get a kill on Pangolier, who's been doing well. But now the supports have been dragged to top, dragged around the map, like they're kind of a little bit lost in where they really want to be. So now when Arbed hits his 6 timing, if they were smoked mid already, this is a kill. But OG are the ones dictating the game. OG, last minute or two, they have prevented Blacklist from doing anything that they really want to do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Good start for OG though, in general. Tomato, yeah, they didn't get the kill lane they wanted, but he's still able to have a really stable lane. Net worth looking pretty damn good at this point as well. Gabby just going to do his best to recover, go for that Arcane Boots, then into the Aghanim Scepter. Incredibly obnoxious Beastmaster build. This used to be a counter to, hold on, BZM. He's going to see all these creeps here and actually take quite a lot of damage from them as well. These Ancients ain't no joke. They're trying to interrupt, but it's getting a little bit awkward here. And that's the thing, like Beastmaster, he's not a risky Ancient taker because he doesn't really need to get involved too much. With OG bringing everybody across here, they're going to find Tims.
Denied.
Tims needs to get away, going to get denied by the Ancients, but now this stack is up for grabs. OG looking to invade at this point. Gabby throwing in some axes, trying to secure what he can, but Tomato, he's got the razors, he's got the right click, Acorn shot bouncing around as well. BZM just playing bodyguard for this stack here as OG looking to steal everything from Gabby. And that was his insurance policy just taken away.
Really nice moves there from OG, just fully understanding the map, and it's kind of been what I've been talking about, right? The last couple of minutes, right? They're like setting the pace top, dragging the supports around, not allowing them to do what they want. Then they're contesting the stacks, and Blacklist, their draft, it is all about farm efficiency, and they just haven't been able to get there yet. And they're trying to go into BZM a little bit. And don't have the levels of Tims to
if they really want to throw it down, and they will. He's going to immediately snap it. Cookie comes through to offer another stun here onto the Pango with the orb. They will bring him down. Nicely done from Tims, but
nice
a beautiful bushwhack coming in from the side from Ari. Arbed in some trouble. He's moving away on the sidelines. Ari trying to fit the job. Blood Grenade comes out as well.
Shield rune?
Likely looting his life. He's not going to get to the shield rune in time. Ari picks it up anyway, and they won't get the kill onto Tims, but the kill onto the puck is absolutely massive.
I imagine if he was able to get to that shield rune. He actually, yeah, he did die with int treads and wand available, so maybe if he was able to pop the wand with a tread switch from Arbed, he maybe could have got to that shield rune. But OG, they have, look at the pace, right? It's like 9 minutes into the game, but they are just overlapping the course so early, and top tower got pressured, bot tower got taken, stacks got taken. Shadowfiend doing so much building damage already. And this before he has the talents, before he's even getting kills to kick his facet into play. And yeah, fair play. Props to OG and what they're doing. It's now all on Blacklist to see how they can react. In these types of games, the pressure is inevitable, and your main job is to see through that. If someone hits your mid tower, you bring as few heroes as possible to delay, but then you farm up. This again, we said this during the draft. OG's entire concept is outplay, outpace your opponent. If you ever fall out of that pacing, if you ever like blunder a siege or a fight, Ursa Beastmaster Puck will just open up this game and obliterate with 2-3 items each. So that is why you see OG playing with such a high pacing, because they can see into the future and it not looking too good down there. And Gabby dies in the bottom.
Holy, another kill onto Gabby here. That is not the hero you want going down. They're very much relying on Gabby to become the controlling hero of the game. That Aghanims is so crucial to pull this team together and give them something to play around. So the fact that he's just died again here is looking really, really tough.
In a mere second he dies, yeah.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Just
it's the anti-armor with the Marcy, though. Like, this combo is so broken.
And what's also broken, but not in a good way, is Natsumi. His farm, it's nothing. He's got a cornucopia. He's a couple hundred gold away from a broadsword, but yeah, he's still 2,000 gold away from his battle fury.
Attempt to Januel with the DD on BZM. Well, thankfully the DD might be enough. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, okay. There's a lot of wisps, but not enough wisps. Needed a few, kind of 10 or so more.
Yeah, this is such a scary portion of the game.
That one. Yeah, they can kill anybody. That's the issue.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole concept of the farming heroes, right? Like Beastmaster wants Aghs, Ursa wants Battle Fury, Puck wants Winchblade. If none of these heroes get it by their normal timings, your map just disappears. And yeah, OG are reading that very nicely. 6,000 gold on the Shadow Fiend. That is so much farm. And it looks like he is going to go for the
doing it all for OG at the moment. Okay, well, I mean, a kill onto Seb would be something. It's not exactly what they want here. They want the Shadow Fiend. They want the big boy. But they might not get a choice. And Seb's not even scared. He's actually moving forward onto them. He's welcoming the advances. Another pause comes out from the Puck. Awkward timing for a pause. And unfortunately, it does seem to be just a few network issues we're having here in Riyadh. So hopefully be able to get back on track.
Right. So
all right. Both teams get to kind of sit back and discuss this one now.
Yeah, for sportsmanship, Ari is not in, not in fog. Like, he's clearly seen. So if he was maybe behind a tree, then Abed instantly spamming phase shift and orb to get out of the pause. Awkward. But he is in vision, therefore him phase plus orbing is perfectly fine. Because he already was going to do it anyways. Just thought I'd give the ethics to the pause meta, to the what Abed can do and what can't do,
Mm-hmm.
And more disconnects.
Sportsmanlike, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very sportsmanlike, yes.
Well, a couple of DCs, a couple of RCs. Hopefully we'll be back underway pretty shortly. But yeah, as you say, Natsumi, absolutely nothing. This is a very poor bear. He's got no honey, he's got no cubs. Not even got a den to his name at this point. Just a cornucopia.
No. I guess the silver lining is like Whisper is itemizing as well for this tempo out of the Brewmaster. Like, he's going for a vessel. Like, all of OG, they've looked at this game and gone, we will break it after like first Roshan. Like, if we get ourselves to like 18 minutes of good farm, good fighting, get that first Aegis, we'll do that one group up play, utilize the facet from the Shadow Fiend, utilize the talent, get ourselves into a commanding position. We'll take a Rax or two for free, right? So I think OG, they are so confident in this like timing based strategy that it is kind of a line of hope for Blacklist. It's never comfortable playing this, because if a good team doesn't make mistakes and can control, of course they're going to win out the game, right? How often do you see a good team 100 to win a game the entire time and never make a mistake? Sure, that's not as common, right? But
yeah,
it is going to be I think the path to winning for Blacklist at least is unfortunately very difficult, but it's relatively obvious, right? It's allow OG to be aggressive, soak up the fight where possible. Farmers
engagement, Marcy as well, very, very low, but they're going to look towards Tim. Beautiful bushwhack again from Ari. He's been so on point this game, and now they just look to finish the job onto Tim's here, making sure not to get too close to get blasted down, playing it carefully and executing perfectly. And that is just going to be a nice amount of aggression coming out from Blacklist, but answered perfectly from the side of OG.
Yeah, Blacklist are trying to create some noise around the map and allow Natsumi to farm up on the top side. OG, they react to bottom and now instantly back to top. It's like, no, if you want to fight us bottom, we're also going to stop your Ursa from farming. Natsumi with the enrage. Any TPs to help him?
Big pressure. I mean, they don't have split to work with here, but Sebi's just going to pop the ulti and run him down under the tower. Swashbuckle finishes the job. BZM gets the kill. Abed looking for a bit of revenge here, moving forward onto Whisper. Whisper, again, no split, so should just be dead, but he's getting off a ton of damage before he goes down here. Abed's going to fall. Whisper's still fine. Januel's going to be the new target instead, and BZM continues the chase. Januel with his horde of fairies is going to be able to just slowly run away, but that said, BZM, he's not giving up now. Ari comes in from the side as well. Whisper helping out despite having no HP to work with. Januel will just be chased off. This tier 2 tower probably not going to fall in this situation. They don't have the push, but either way, ousting Blacklist, just shrinking their map more and more.
Just the speed in which they're moving around the map. It's like, we get the kills bottom, and it's like during the time in which I'm going, okay, well, the natural response to this is Ursa can now farm top. It's like, no, OG is not allowing Ursa to also farm top, right? It's like, if you want to poke us bottom, we're not going to allow you to free farm top. And I mentioned the fact that Orchid is an incredible pickup this game. BZM, he did have the Echo Saber in his inventory, but he now switched up. He has the Orchid.
Oh, wow.
This is going to be devastating in the next fights.
Orchid already grabbed for BZM, and once again, just looking to continually apply the pressure. Gabby, he just wants his Aghanim Scepter. He just wants that point booster, and he's not being allowed to get it. Still 500 gold away. And they are just taking these Ancients in front of him. And that's the thing, OG, they're not really caring about their timings particularly. They've got very, very active supports who have had good farm, good lanes, good kills. And now they're just making Blacklist suffer because of it.
On slide 9 of our PowerPoint of game 1, we are going to be...
We'll get there, folks. It's, you know, it makes our job easy. We get lots of time to sit and reflect. And that's what you guys are really here for, isn't it?
An actual PowerPoint overlay ready, so then we could just, you know, segue from one pause to the next.
Give me a pie chart.
Ooh, we could do that. Wait, hold on, let me check. Ah, I can't do it. No, I can't draw on the floor.
No, not
shame.
Paul,
I tried.
sadly. All right, so it's you click on all 3 of these cores on Blacklist, and none of them are at their timings. There's no Witchblade on the Puck. There's no Battle Fury on the Ursa. There's no Aghanims on the Beastmaster. That is the trap they've fallen into here with these slightly kind of slower starting heroes, and then the lane's just not going their way. But what do you do? You can't play.
No. You have to just wait, right? That's basically what we've been talking about. And I think when you look at these heroes, you also have to go, okay, in Dota, if you pick a core, do they come online from the first item pickup or the second item pickup, right? Sure, you can entertain like 3, 4, 5, whatever, but like when you think about it as like are you a 1 item core or a 2 item core? All of Blacklist cores are minimum 2 item cores, right? The Ursa wants a Battle Fury to then get a Blink. The Beastmaster and Aghanims to then go for a Blink. The Puck wants a Witchblade to then go for a Blink, right? Like every core needs the 1+1 to feel good. And then, you know, on the flip side, it's like the Brewmaster needs a Vessel, the Pangolier needs an Orchid or an Echo Saber, right? It's like you basically have an entire lineup built on 1 item and go, compared to the nearly most of Blacklist being 2 item minimum heroes, right? And that is why we are seeing this large disparity in the game. And of course, OG are looking incredibly strong right now. And we'll see how they navigate now this kind of 15 to 25 minute mark of the game, right? Where Blacklist are still in that 1 item phase, which is, you know, poor for their cause. They are jumping onto the Brewmaster top with the silence as well, trying to juke the Mortimer Kisses. And he
gets it off. He gets a split. He lives. Every single play which Blacklist tries to make, it just isn't coming together. Whisper survives, and I mean, at the very least, you can say, all right, well, we forced a split, didn't really get much done from it. That's nice, I guess, but you also use Coil and Kisses for it. It's not a good trade. Still, long cooldown on the split. If they can find something to follow up from this, then maybe next Coil we see some action from Abed. We see some success.
Yeah, and we just saw the stat there. Like, what is it, like, what, 9 seconds or 6 seconds slow? I can't remember the exact number, but Gabby, his Aghanim, from the patch average, it was 6 seconds, thank you. Only 6 seconds slower than average. Like, that isn't that bad. Like, Gabby, under all the threat of the game, he's still been able to farm up, and now OG has gotten to the inevitable, which is Roshan with the SMY complete, the Mask of Madness. The status resistance on the SMY will give Tomato a little bbit more, you know, step up potential against the coil, against the raw, enable him to brush it off a little bit easier. And then, yeah, we would have said it, Brewmaster going for the vessel. He's not opting for the Radiance and to scale. He wants to win the fight now. This is OG's strongest window in the game. Force Blacklist to take a big team fight. And if you fall victim to losing at that fight, yeah, it could be the beginning of the end for Blacklist.
Wondering if Blacklist noticed what happened here. Tims was followed very closely through the portal from OG, but I don't think either team set eyes on each other, so... Tims will now be made aware since they show on lane. Gabby going for the TP out here. Will just about make it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Hawk. Saving his life. But yeah, crucially, despite all the pressure, Gabby never actually died. He never went down. He only died once this game, so that's the reason why he's still able to get a good timing on the tag on him. He's able to bring himself back in. But Abed jumping forward here. Nice cookie across. Going to buy the puck a little bit of time, but not nearly enough as he gets sniped down by Ari. And now Tim's also taking so much damage. Oh my goodness, Tomato. Look at just roast and toast Tim's. And he will be brought down here. Oh, we've got a stack of the lasting presence. But no level 15s. This tower's fine.
Yeah,
well, it's not fine.
He doesn't have level 50. It's going to die, but... 60-minute diving tier 3s. Everyone just... you just look at the minimap and you see Blacklist just on the far extremes, right? Like Nasumi's got the northern section, Beastmaster, he's encroaching a little bit on that north jungle. You got Januel in the bot lane. Like, guys, I'm going to push it out. Like, no one wants to go near them. And OG, they're playing up on the dire side as if it is their own side of the map. And we're talking about scaling and stuff, right? It's like, you know, Ari, he's playing like the standard Hoodwink, right? Like, he wants his Athos for some extra lockdown, switch up for the Gleipnir down the line, right? Like, that is a normal build. And then you look at Marcy, right? Like, this has been a Marcy that in position 5, sometimes you go for like BKB. You go for the, I'm going to be the hero. No. He's going for Vlad's. Like, he really goes, no, we're going to win the game right now. He isn't going drums or Solargrest. He's going for like the cheapest item. Yeah, I respect the level of, and another split instantly. Yeah. I mean, Blacklist, they've tried to get Coil into the game, right? They tried to get Puck to do something, but you've gone on a Brewmaster twice, not got the kill twice. Just don't think this is the perfect way to at least give your draft some life. Of course, under how much pressure OG is applying, it is not simple to find the hero you want to kill, but Brewmaster is not the one.
He certainly isn't. The splits, yeah, you're forcing them out, but this time you even get a support kill with it as well. And they don't need the split. They're very, very strong without. That's the thing, like, they haven't had terrible timings on the side of Blacklist. Urza got his Battle Fury at a decent time. The Puck eventually got to the Witchblade. He is very poor. But as we saw with the Agnum Sept, you know, it came out at a reasonable time. The problem is, OG just have so much more. They are so rich on Tomato. 12k net worth at 18 minutes. This is one of the richest Shadow Fiends I've ever seen. It's one of the richest carries I've seen in a long time, to be perfectly honest. Tomato is absolutely destroying this game.
1,300 gold away from a Daedalus. Oh.
Yeah. We're reaching one-shot territory. If he gets a couple of stacks with the lasting presence, these supports aren't going to be able to show themselves.
But also, that does mean he's relatively glass cannon, right? Like, sure, he's got SMY for status resistance, but 1,700, okay, let's say like 1,900 HP with treads. Like, there is a world post-Aegis. The Blink is soon returning, and like, look at the net worth, right? The way that Brewmaster's playing, the 3 Blacklist cores, their net worth is, you know, recovering just a little bit. Like, the difference gained from this Aegis, it's only been 2,000 gold. Like, it's not been like a 6,000, 8,000 gold like the game is ours, and I bet survives here. No, there's a part of me that I believe in Blacklist. I don't know why. There's just there's something that I can just see the Shadow Fiend going high ground and getting 100 to 0, and then Whisper just not having the item build to then step up and become the next core. So
good lord,
maybe Blacklist can do it, but if they lose a single hero, a single anything, then everything just disappears, and they are allowing this Wisdom Rune to marinate.
Mature, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Blacklist are in the area. Maybe they can sneak it out. Januel
Radiant's bottom tower.
21-minute
Do you really
mark
think at
might
20
go
and a
for it.
half minutes, you're like, you know what? I'm going to go check the wisdom rune real quick, maybe.
No, I meant 21 minutes. Well, that would be insane.
Radiant's top
Yeah, let me go check for the previous one. Ah, okay. For sure. Going for the 21, 100%, that makes sense.
But no, Seb's
Okay,
able to grab
Aegis
the
now
wisdom
expires.
rune. Januel's going to get popped as well. Seb sees that the smoke breaks and knows that there's probably a team behind him. Going to wait for the boys to turn up, which they
This
absolutely
could be
will.
the smoke of the game for Blacklist.
He's
Beastmaster.
gone, he's gone. TP out. Wait, blink,
Okay.
blink. You, Gabby. If Gabby had blinked, that was a long TP,
Yeah.
man. If Gabby had gone for that, that would have been, yeah, play of the game, turnaround moment, big carry dead.
With zero information, with no knowledge of where Shadowfiend really was. But if he made that wild-ass blink, then yes, that would have been beautiful. That would have been... I think that this is now where OG, even though they've had an incredible game, 10,000 gold up, you know, 9 kills up, they need to protect Tomado. They can't allow him to be out by himself. There are multiple blinks in play now. Ursa has a blink. Beastmaster has a blink. Blacklist, they have done a very commendable job at just, you know, stemming the bleeding, not, you know, getting, not playing OG's game, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
OG.
tourniqueting well. You know, they're not bleeding out, but they are going to need to find a way to fight into this team at some point. Now just half a level away from 15, where it's going to become very, very easy for OG to go high ground. But now they'll just tickle, they'll poke, they'll prod, they'll try to invite Blacklist to come back home. If they're not willing to do that, then, well, Tomato's going to start to take your towers.
is under attack.
Seb, Tomato, Whisper, all on the high ground, threatening Blacklist. Gabby looking for a target. Did blink into the wave to just try and grab BZM, but
Has been killed.
it's kind of tricky. Oh, he does have the follow-up if he goes here, but now the rest of OG's come back together. Gabby, he's moving himself into a very awkward spot, trying to get knocked down onto the low ground. Okay, I mean,
And
it's
back
cute,
up
but
to the high ground.
he gets knocked back up.
Radiant structures are
Oh, that is not something I've seen before. I've seen people deliberately get knocked down to the low ground, but then to be knocked back up is that's quite
He
comical.
took the line of, like, when you get knocked down, you gotta get back up again, way too literally.
That's what they need to be doing this game, but yeah, not quite as literally as that.
Radiant's bottom tower. is
Beautiful
under attack.
from BZM. Oh yeah, they'll have to be continue waiting for Blacklist to find that entry into the game. We do now have a Yules on puck going for the Blink Dagger. So he's got the Blink Dagger, he's got the Battle Fury moving in for a BKB. There's a chance
The
Natsumi
building is
gets BKB
disappearing.
before. I don't know. Barrack's starting to fall now. Whisper just going to pop the ultimate, protect his team, and look at these buildings just absolutely drop. Seb takes them all with the Unleash. Tomato doing the real damage, though. And all of a sudden, there's no Barracks remaining for Blacklist in the middle lane.
You have to be ready. You have to respect the damage OG brings. And Blacklist, they did it for like 10 or so minutes playing the map, but when they got to defending their base, they did not respect Shadowfiend in any way, shape, or form. Beastmaster, of course, dead. Maybe they just didn't want to try and create a fight whilst Beast wasn't in play. And now he respawns, they smoke up as 2. Yeah, if Blacklist play like this, then sure, OG are there on... They're already destined for a game on win. They need to make sure that they are ready as a team the next time OG step up. You cannot give free racks to this lineup at all.
Nope.
And it's uncomfortable for them. Like, they've got to their blinks,
Okay,
but they didn't find a
Seb should
pick.
be
And
dead here.
Okay. And pretty much everyone has a streak now. That's like a +5, 470 gold. You take that. I was about to say that they are close to BKBs, but uncomfortably too far away where OG could just walk to another barracks again, right? Like, they could just set up for another siege. But a kill like that, it accelerates. That will get themselves slightly closer. Ooh,
Dire
Abed
are
nearly
scattered.
found. I feel like I've spent nearly maybe 8 minutes going Blacklist to farming, waiting for the fight,
Radiant's bottom
and then the
tower
fight never
is under
comes,
attack.
you know?
Yeah.
But at some point, guys,
They killed him,
Blacklist will
Marcy.
have- they will have farmed themselves into a confident position to take a fight, and it has to be soon. Like, they're a recipe away from a BKB on Ursa. You got Blink on the puck. You got BKB Blink on both Beast and Ursa in the next couple minutes. Like, if there ever was a time, as we look at all the items from Blacklist, like, they are moments away from showing us what they've been farming for. And if they lose this fight, sure. All right, GG, well played. OG, incredible game one, awesome strategy. It was kind of like a, you don't see it too often in Dota, but like it's one of those, you've prepped a strategy and it just perfectly works the entire time, right? Like you don't really see those 30-minute type strategies win out as much. Teams are very good at kind of navigating them, but OG are stepping up to the high ground once again. Tier 3 is already pretty low.
BKB on Tomato with the Sergeant Yasha. Very, very hard to bring down, and look at that tower just absolutely melt. Sims and Daniel are in the neighborhood. OG will be happy with this for now.
Roshan's
Sort
sort
of
of
like
spawning
a-
soon, yeah.
Yeah, it's apply as much pressure as possible without risking your lives to give up a Roche. If they give up this next Roche, then we start talking about, you know, Blacklist really in earnest making a comeback.
Yep.
But BKB's up for
How-
Natsumi, so damage is really, really possible now.
And another smoke as well. They want to catch OG, who might be a little bit comfortable right now. Like, you've just forced them back to their base. Oh, Yule's up.
Okay, on the high ground. Oh, uh-oh. That's not a place you want to be. Just trapped on the cliff of death. They're going to throw everything here onto the Shadow Fiend. The Ursa, the Roar. It's not going to be enough, though. Tomato, he's allowed to get back and reset and just take chunks out of Natsumi. He is gone. Down goes the Enchantress as well. And that might actually just be it. There's 4 heroes dead on the side of Blacklist. Tim's running away as well. Not going to make it out. Full 5-man team wipe. They tried to all in onto Tomato there. It doesn't work. Tomato gets away. And now your barracks are looking very tempting indeed. Gabby pings in the ult chat. Marcy did 2,000 damage to me. This Marcy with
doesn't
no
matter,
net
though.
worth with a Vlad's.
But I look at the replay. I have no idea what Abed was doing. His team's smoking behind him. They're not smoked up together. He jumps onto a high ground where OG have just been positioned. He then dies, and then beautiful spell usage from the Brewmaster, the Marcy, dragging the Shadow Fiend further away to prevent the Ursa lock-on during the Roar. So a little bit of clutch repositioning, preventing the Ursa from actually utilize. Again, it's just like, I just have no idea. For Blacklist to farm for that long, to set up for like the fight, the comeback moment, and they throw it all away because Abed's checking a high ground where OG are situated with 5 heroes of a gem. It's like,
Yeah.
huh?
It's a really, really weird fight. I mean, I can see where you're getting echoes to the last engagement where the Beastmaster died on map and then they just couldn't fight as 4. And they just lost barracks because of that. So I felt like Blacklist realized they were heading for the same situation. They don't want to play this game with 2 barracks down, so you just all in on the fight with 4 heroes, even though Abed's basically already dead. See what you can do. They're going to try and interrupt this Roche. This should be the last hurrah from Blacklist, unless they can make something magical happen here. BZM from the high ground goes for the roll-up, goes for the Rolling Thunder, and they're actually just running out the pit to fight them. Januel just gets run down. Squished by the boulder. BZM looking for the next one. Gabby going to be forced out with the BKB. Goes for the Roar. They're going to try and kill the Rolling Thunder. Pangalia. It's bold, but it might just work. Natsumi's trying to finish the job here. Doesn't want to use the BKB early here. He's done a good job on forcing out some spells, but unfortunately now that the ulti's over, he can't stand his ground. There's too much right-click damage coming out from Tomato, as we can see, onto Januel, who just gets shot down. My God. Doing a cosplay of Bambi's mother there.
Radiant are scattered.
Gabby gets brought down after all. They find him, and there it is. GG comes out. Game number 1. It was not close. OG down Blacklist throats from minute 1.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, from minute 1, and yeah, I'm a little bit shocked by, I think,